Welcome back to What the Tech, the show that cuts through all the hype to bring you the news you can actually use. And this week, we've got a wild one for you. We're going to break down how one single deal caused a massive user revolt against one of the biggest AI apps in the world. Let's get right into it. So let's just start with this number, 295%. What on earth could cause a spike like that? I mean, seriously, what could possibly happen to make something jump that high? Especially when we're talking about one of the most popular apps on the planet. And there it is. In just one day, the number of people uninstalling ChatGPT's mobile app just skyrocketed. Now, this wasn't some technical bug or a server crash. Nope. This was a full-on user rebellion, a direct reaction to a single business decision that pretty much set the internet on fire. So, what was this deal that lit the fuse? It really boils down to a tale of two AI companies, two of the biggest names in the game, making two totally different choices at the exact same moment. Okay, this is the fork in the road right here. On one side, you've got OpenAI, the creators of ChatGPT, deciding to partner up with the US Department of Defense. And on the very same day, on the other side, you have their biggest rival, Anthropic, publicly saying no thanks to the exact same deal. And Anthropic was really clear about why they walked away. They pointed to some huge ethical red flags, right? They were worried about this kind of tech being used for mass surveillance, or even scarier, for fully autonomous weapons. They basically said the technology just isn't ready for that, and drew a hard line in the sand. So how did people respond to all of this? Well, they didn't just post angry comments online. The data shows that users took immediate and pretty dramatic action. They voted with their thumbs, right there on their phones. And the backlash was, wow, just immediate. You can see it right here. While ChatGPT saw uninstalls jump by that crazy 295%, downloads for its rival Claude surged by 51%. At the same time, one-star reviews for ChatGPT just exploded, up over 700%. And the final result? All of that momentum sent Claude rocketing to the #1 spot in the App Store. This chart really paints the picture, doesn't it? It's not just that Claude grew, it's that it happened while ChatGPT was actively losing ground. It was a massive, direct swing from one to the other, all in the span of a single day. And the review scores tell the exact same story. It's like a tidal wave of frustration hit the App Store. Angry users were just hammering that one-star button. I mean, a nearly 8-fold jump is just insane. And while that was happening, the 5-star reviews were cut in half. The message was being sent loud and clear. So all of this led to a huge milestone for Claude. This wasn't some tiny little bump. This thing was a rocket ship. In just one weekend, it leaped over 20 spots up the charts to become the #1 free app for the first time ever, not just in the US, but in 7 countries total. Okay, if you're finding this kind of breakdown useful, and hey, we hope you are, this is probably a great time to hit that subscribe button for What the Tech so you don't miss our next explainer. And we definitely want to hear your take on this. Were you one of the people who made a switch? Let us know why in the comments below. All right, so we've seen the big, dramatic numbers. But you know how we do it here at What the Tech. We got to dig a little deeper. So what's the real story hiding behind this data firestorm? Let's read between the lines. So here's the thing. It's really important to see this for what it is. A very sharp, but probably short-term reaction. You know, App Store rankings are incredibly sensitive. They can swing wildly based on a single news story. And all those bad reviews, they absolutely show that people are mad. But it doesn't automatically mean they've quit the service for good. Especially when, let's be honest, the cost of trying a new AI app is 0. It takes 30 seconds. And this brings us to a really key idea in tech analysis, a sentiment signal. That 295% jump in uninstalls, that is a powerful signal. It's a flashing red light of user anger. But, and this is the key, it's a signal, not a final verdict. It tells us how people feel in a specific moment, but not necessarily what they're going to do over the long haul. So let's bring this all home. What does this absolutely wild weekend in the world of AI actually mean for you? This is the news you can use part of our explainer. So how do you navigate all this? Well, here are 3 quick things to keep in mind. First, do your own research. Don't just react to a headline. Before you switch tools, take a minute and read what the companies actually say about their policies. Second, monitor all the signals. The download charts are one thing, but what are people actually saying in the reviews? And third, Just remember how volatile this all is. The AI space is moving at lightning speed. Today's #1 app can easily be yesterday's news tomorrow. So the bottom line is this. For OpenAI, this is a serious PR challenge. They need to be very careful with how they communicate. For Anthropic, this is a golden opportunity to scoop up users who are looking for an AI that aligns with their values. And for you, the user, it's a powerful reminder that the tools we use are a choice. And being informed lets you make a real choice, not just a quick download. And that really brings us right back to the beginning, doesn't it? Two companies, two very different ethical lines drawn in the sand. So we'll leave you with this to think about. In the age of AI, where do you draw the line? Thanks for watching.